It often takes the deaths of others to make it safer for you and me. Here's what I mean. At 3:17 p.m., March 18th, 1937, something terrible happened in the town of New London, Texas. Lemmy Butler was the industrial arts teacher at the school, and at 3:17 he turned the sander on. Bystanders said the building just bulged out, the roof came up, and it came crashing down to the ground. It looked like it had been bulldozed to the ground. That day, nearly 300 people died. Because it was a school, obviously, most of the fatalities were children. A green 20-year-old reporter was sent to cover the story. Decades later, he would say this was the worst peacetime disaster he ever covered. This reporter would cover a lot of disasters. His name was Walter Cronkite. Here's what happened. To save money, the school tapped into a residual gas line. At the time, it was a very common practice. But this day, there was a leak, and the gas accumulated into a crawl space that ran the entire length of the school. Now, because natural gas doesn't have any smell, no one knew anything was wrong until Lemmy Butler turned on that sander. Within weeks of this disaster, the Texas government met and passed a law requiring an odor be added to natural gas. So now, when you smell natural gas, you're not really smelling the gas, you're smelling mercaptans, the chemical that has been added to give it smell. This practice quickly spread worldwide. Smoke alarms became mandatory in many places because of the thousands of people that have died in house fires. Seatbelts are mandatory in most places because so many people have died in motor vehicle collisions. Crosswalks are usually put in place after people were killed in those locations. If I smelled gas coming from this meter, it would be because of the nearly 300 children and teachers who died that afternoon, March 18th, 1937 in New London, Texas. Their deaths made it safer for you and me. So here's the point. We're safer because of other people's injuries and deaths. So if your workplace is instituting some new safety practices, they're doing it to protect you. So get on board with it and don't fight it. And always think and be safe at all times.